Hello. What's good, my Dovahs? Dovahking! Back at it again with another video. And it's about time I'm back. It's been a while. Not sure I remember how to do this. I'm kidding, I know how to do this. But, as you saw down below in the, description of the video, and probably the title as well, it's time for you to meet the Convergence. I don't know if I've even mentioned the Convergence on this channel before, but it's time that I introduce you all to the characters in the book. Oh, hang on. I just remembered I need I need 3 more. Damn. That's 1. No, I don't. I only need 1 more. Give me a second, guys. This will be done in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm usually better than this. You guys know this, right? I'm usually much better than this. Where is it? Please. Gotcha. I can clean that up later. Don't worry, it's just Lego. I would take... Hang on. Hang on. You know me, guys, I always come through. It's just... It can deter from time to time. Oh, come on. I guess it technically works. Do you think this could pass for a vampire? Take a look at it. Let me down in the chat to see if this can pass for a vampire. I'm just gonna go with it because it's better than nothing. Almost done. I'll just clean this all up at the end. Again, sorry guys. So sorry for the wait. And yes, I can see the chat. All right. I've wasted 6 minutes. I best get into it now. Well, anyway, guys, let's meet the Convergence. First up, the guy, my favorite guy, the person I created the first time, the guy who is me, basically, James Jackson. Now, James, you can't see everything, but that's basically what he looks like. Blue shirt, red jacket, dark blue jeans, and you can't see the true facial features because, well, it won't. Lego figures don't give that. But you can see his black hair. Yeah. The fun fact about his eyes is that his eyes are a very unnatural eye color of cyan blue. That is like one of the rarest blues in the entirety of blue eye color. At least I think it is. Cyan blue. Now, the powers of James. He's a lot like Spider-Man in many ways. He has a danger sense. The danger sense is like a little pinprick in the back of his neck. Like, and the worse it hurts, the more it hurts. It just every time it activates, he's like, ah. Every time it hurts, the more it hurts, the more powerful the danger is. James Tingle. The more it hurts, the worse the danger. So, like, say if it was like just a simple pinprick, it'd be like it's not that big of a danger. But if you felt like someone was freaking jackhammering it into the back of your neck, then the danger is massive. That's his danger sense. The other powers he has is he's resistant to heat and cold. He's nearly immune to both heat and cold. That's not a Spider-Man power, that's just a power I gave him. He's resistant to heat and cold. He can walk through fire and survive in the coldest he can survive in Arctic waters and walk through fire. Yeah. That's his resistance to extremes. That's what it was called. So far, danger sense and resistance to extremes. Now we get into his eyes. Remember there was cyan? Yeah. Fun fact. Actually, before I go to the fun fact, his eyes, he can see for miles. He has incredible sight. Plus night vision. Fun fact about his eyes, now we get to the fun fact. Whenever he's using his night vision, his irises glow. Like, actually glow when he's using his night vision. He can, like, switch it on and off automatically. He can see in the dark and see for literally miles. It's like Hawk level vision. Now we get into the good stuff. More or less. He has incredible climbing abilities. James Jackson can climb almost anything. Be it any kind of... He could even climb one of those monkey puzzle trees. Like they say, even a monkey would be puzzled how to climb it. He can climb those. No problem. Well, he would have to think about it first, but yeah, no problem, usually. He can climb cliffs, he can climb mountains, he can climb anything. You give him something to climb, and he'll climb it. Buildings, cave walls, anything. Now, we get into the best part of this guy. This dude has super strength. Yeah. One of the most common powers of them all. This guy has the proportional strength of a rhinoceros beetle. For a human, that's like carrying 4 double-decker buses filled with passengers on your shoulders. 4 of them. 4 double-decker buses full of passengers on your shoulders. That's how strong this guy is. I mean, he's nowhere near the strength of, like, the Hulk or Superman, but damn, this guy is strong. He's stronger than Spider-Man, and we all know how strong that guy is. He's physically stronger than Spider-Man. Oh yeah. His main weapons are that of a warhammer and a chain. The warhammer is to not hold back with his full strength, and the chain is allowing him to focus his strength and not use it to his advantage. And one of the cool things about this guy is, like the Hulk, when he gets angry, he turns into a monster. But not a big, green, bulking monster that the Hulk is. No. When he gets angry, he turns into a werewolf. This is his version. Is the werewolf. He calls it Dark Claw. And I'm going to break this guy down too. Dark Claw is basically... It ups his strength. I mean, he was already strong to begin with, but now he's even stronger in this form. And a whole lot faster too. Not as fast as someone else's, as a couple of other people who are going to appear in this video, but I almost called him Logan. That's a different guy entirely. Dark Claw. To put him in perspective, Dark Claw is James's version of World Breaker Hulk. Yep. This guy is so strong he could do that. Oh wait, no, that's Demon Wolf. That's a stage he hasn't reached yet. That's a completely different thing, damn it. Demon Wolf is the form of werewolves when they get so strong that the world cannot contain them. He hasn't reached that yet, but one day he will. Logan, my bad. Dark Claw, he loses all sense of reason and formality and other things. He loses all sense of restraint, and he just goes savage. He cannot control it. Just like the Hulk. Bruce Banner cannot control the monster within. James cannot control the beast. He cannot control Dark Claw. The only person that is known to be able to calm this creature down is the next person on my list. And actually the one person who can actually match Logan. Well, actually, there is one other, but yeah. That was James and Darkclaw. Now, let's get into the next character. Meet Amy Myers. Now, Amy, she's basically the polar opposite of James. While this guy rushes into battle head first and just smashes everything in his wake, Amy prefers the silent approach, the stealthy approach. She hangs back. Yeah. So as you see, blonde hair, red cap, orange shirt, I guess. Blue jeans, blue pants or whatever. And yeah. Lightest blue shirt, more or less. Yeah. Now, Amy, she's in the story, she's actually going to become James's girlfriend. But not until the end of the book. End of the first book, at least. Now, Amy, she's stealthy. But no, you don't know how stealthy she is yet. Amy can envelop in shadows. She can literally, like, disappear like that. And you won't find her again. It's kind of camouflage, but not quite. Yeah. Also, her stamina and endurance are increased phenomenally. Like, you would need that to keep up what she can do. The invisible, basically becoming invisible. I mean, she's not full on invisible. I mean, she's still there, but she's not there. Oh, damn it! Almost forgot. James Jackson's hero name is the Berserker, like a Viking berserker, because that's basically what he does. He berserks. That's not even a word. Berserk. Wait, no. Yes, it is. He berserks. Berserks is not a word. Berserk. He goes berserk. That's a word. There we go. Berserks. Not a word. But Amy. Yeah, Amy's hero name is the Phantom Hunter. What else was it? Oh, yeah. She has super sensitive touch. Like, she could touch something and she could sense the smallest of vibrations in the earth. From footsteps to a meteor strike. Just an example. She could feel footsteps from 100 miles away. Probably not probably that far, but she can sense footsteps on the ground from quite a bit away. Oh yeah, she's resistant to all kinds of poison. She cannot be poisoned. And like I was saying, she has her own thing to match Darkclaw. And that's when she turns into Bloodwing. Her vampiric mode. I know what you're thinking. Wait, James is a werewolf and Amy's a vampire. And they're together? That's not a relationship you usually see. And I know. It's not. And I don't care. Yeah, Bloodwing. When she goes Bloodwing, it gives her the ability to. It's not going to connect, but gives her the ability to fly. She gets bat-like wings. But this is just her vampire. This is her vampiric form. She's a normal vampire every day of the week. But when she goes like this, that increases her stealth, endurance, and stamina phenomenally. Just like Darklaw increases James's strength. Yeah. This increases her. Yeah. Only in this form can she fly. She can't fly when she's normal. She has to change into her Bloodwing form to be able to fly. But the thing about Amy is she's not your everyday run-of-the-mill vampire. She's not afraid of the sun. She's a half-blood, otherwise known as a day walker. She's not a full-on vampire. She can walk in the sun. Now, some would argue that that makes her more dangerous than a normal vampire. No. Because of her half-human side, she can show restraint with her vampiric side. She knows that she needs to feed on blood to survive, but she doesn't do it to anyone who's not willing. The only time she would ever do it to anyone who's not willing is if she was near death. That's the only time she would ever feed on someone who's not willing. She shows restraint. Amy is a lot better at being a vampire than other people are. She shows restraint, and that's a good thing. Hang on. Yeah. That was Amy and Bloodwing. Yeah. So, now you've met Amy and James. Let's see who's next on our list. Nathan Jones. Now this guy's a badass. He's not my favorite. James is my favorite. But Nathan, he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Nathan, he has a special, as you can probably see, he has an Iron Man style suit. But not quite. It doesn't run on repulsor energy. It runs on ion energy. Which some people can argue that's more destructive. Yeah. You see, orange and white are his signature colors. This suit is phenomenally powerful. It's time to break down the suit. But first off, Nathan is no slouch when it comes to intelligence. He's not the smartest on my team, but he is no slouch. He made this suit himself. And every weapon that it has. Oh, damn. I'm always going to forget something. Amy's weapon of choice is the bow and arrow. But if she needs to get up close and personal, she has a combat knife. Yeah. So her weapon of choice, bow and arrow. If she needs to get up close and personal, combat knife. James is warhammer and chain. Nathan, his suit is his weapon. Well, he has everything the Iron Man suit does. He can fly, shoot beams out of his hands. Not repulsor beams, ion beams. Which, while repulsor energy is blue or yellow in color, ion energy is green. Yeah, he will be able to shoot green energy beams out of his hands. And his chest. No. I see that in the chat. He does not go pew pew. It's more. If you ever played Subnautica, it's like that giant gun that goes into the sky. It's like Iron Man, but not quite. Nathan Jones, his other abilities include flamethrowers on his arms, shoulder placed missile launchers. No, I can never remember what those little darts. Not quite darts, but the thing that Iron Man has on his shoulders that just shoots out a bunch of explosive things. Can never remember what those are called. They're not quite missiles, but they're not rockets, I guess. Technically, I can't remember. But Nathan Jones. Let's see. What else was there? Oh yeah, his most powerful weapon, next to his unibeam, is his shoulder-mounted, retractable plasma cannon. That just shoots a ball of pure electric plasma that explodes on impact. That's his most powerful weapon, next to his unibeam. What else did Nathan have? Nathan had what was the other thing Nathan had? Nathan had another weapon. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I know it wasn't a weapon. It was his suit gives him an enhanced strength and speed. Not as strong as James, and not as fast as another person that's appearing next on the list, but yeah. His suit. The backdrop about Nathan is he relies too much on his suit. His suit, it's not like Iron Man. I mean, he doesn't need that thing in his chest to keep him alive. He's not like Iron Man in that way. The suit doesn't keep him alive. It's just he relies too much on it, like Iron Man. When Iron Man first became a hero, he relied too much on his suit. And that's going to be put somewhere in the book. That's going to be put into perspective by James. The way he's going to say it is, mate, you're relying too much on your suit. I mean, my hammer and my chain. In the field, those are just tools. I'm the weapon. If you rely on that suit more than yourself, you will lose. And that puts Nathan into perspective and realize he needs to learn more about fighting out of the suit than in the suit. I mean, he'll still use the suit, but he'll learn to use it in melee combat. And that's where he learns a special move that he charges up an ion beam in his hand, but then closes his fist, charging his hand with ion energy. And pow. He hits someone, and that sends them flying. I call it the Ion Punch. I know, very original name. Yeah, he can also use his jet, like Iron Man versus Captain America. That's a very clever use of a flight thing, where Iron Man uses the flight stabilizer in his hand to just blast his elbow back into Cap's face. That's a very clever use of of his suit, and Nathan can do something like that. He can also use his feet to thrust his knee into his chest. Yeah. But the thing about the ion energy about can be quite lethal to people, and that's why his suit actually has a built-in, if the ion energy ever starts to leak and gets uncontained, his suit has an automatic dispersal that will leave the ion. How do I put this? It deionizes it. He has a built-in safety protocol. It deionizes the energy. If it's ever not contained. But that will leave his suit in a flux, and he will need to recharge and fix the problem immediately. And that is Nathan Jones. So far we've got James, Amy, and Nathan. Who's next on the list? Lena Oxford. Oh, right. Nathan Jones his hero name is the Steel Centurion. My favorite name that I actually gave one of these guys. Although, the next guy after Lena, I didn't actually fully name him. And I'll tell you about this in a little bit, after I've explained Lena. Lena, she was the person I was referencing to back with Nathan and James. She is the fastest. She has super speed and super intelligence. She's the smartest and the fastest in the group. Her top speed, at her full speed, she can go Mach 3.3. That's fast enough to run on air. Mach 3.3. She's fast. And her IQ, it's more than it's his her IQ is more than Stephen Hawking and Albert Einstein put together. She's incredibly smart. She's smarter than freaking Tony Stark and Nathan Jones. But she uses her intelligence more than her speed. I mean, she does still use her speed, but she doesn't use it as often as she would if it was just her speed that she had. She uses her intelligence more in combat. She's the team strategist. Oh, right. She's the quick fighter and the team's strategist. Nathan Jones is the team's tech something. Tech expert. There we go. Amy is their infiltrator, and stealth operative. James is their brawler. Yeah, Lena is the speed fighter, and yeah. Her other abilities include her ability to jump incredible distances. Her hearing is phenomenal. She can hear over much great distances, and her damn, what was the other one? Oh yeah, she has significant resistance to electricity. She can still be electrocuted, but it will take a massive amount of volts to actually hurt her. Someone on our team can actually use enough electricity to shock her, but he's coming later. Quite a bit later, to be honest. Yeah. Lena Oxford is the fastest and the smartest in the team. Yeah. That's Lena. Yeah, that's Lena. That's pretty much Lena. Oh, hang on. Oh, my knees. I'm good. I'm good. Now, the guy who I was talking about before, which I didn't actually name him, is Jason Thomas. His hero name, I actually told an old friend of mine about the guy who I technically based Jason Thomas off. He's a lost Marvel superhero known as the Weapon Master. I based this guy technically off him, but not quite. He has nowhere near the same amount of abilities as the Weapon Master from Marvel does. He was meant to be the 7th Avenger. How the main 6 are Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. He was meant to be the 7th original Avenger. But Stan Lee never got around to creating him. So, I'm bringing Jason. Jason Thomas is actually. I don't think he was called Jason Thomas, but I think he might have been. I don't remember. But I'm bringing the Weapon Master to reality. I'm bringing the Weapon Master. Technically, since Weapon Master was never created, no one owns the rights to him. So technically, he wasn't actually like fully built. That's why Stan Lee never got around to creating him, because there were a few things, and if you want to hear an entire story of the lost Marvel hero, put that down in the comments, or the comment down in the comments, or the chat, if you want me to do a full breakdown of the lost Marvel hero. I don't even think there's even any mention of him on the internet. I don't know if anyone actually owns the rights to him, because since he's like lost to time, I don't think he was ever created. I mean, there's like no mention of him on the internet. But anyway, what the Weapon Master can do is he's actually got the most experience being a hero in the entire team. He has a weapon that I don't know what it's called. I just call it the super weapon. It can become 5 different weapons. It become a trident, a staff, a battle axe, a sword, and a mace. That was crafted for his father, and it was passed down to him. His father was called the Forger, I believe. This is not to do with Marvel. That I made up myself. his father was called the Forger. I made that myself. But yeah. And another fun, Weapon Master's powers. His father had this too, and that was passed down to him when he was born. Any weapon that isn't long range, like a bow or a gun, that he touches, he will instantly know how to use it perfectly. But when he lets go of that particular weapon, all those memories erase, and he will not know how to use it anymore. When he's holding the super weapon, if he doesn't transform it into one of those weapons that he does, he will not know how to use it until he transforms it. And all the memories will rush into his head. All the all the ways to use the weapon effectively will rush into his mind, and he will know how to use it perfectly. Yeah, he's the team's leader and weapons expert. I knew I was forgetting something. Ages. All these guys are technically teenagers? Jason is 17. Lena, James, and Nathan are all 16. And Amy is 15. Yeah. And that's the only reason that Jason is the leader is because he has the most experience being a hero than any of the others. He became a hero when he was 5. Although he had to train, obviously. Even though he knew, like, immediately how to use a weapon perfectly, but he still had to train. He knows this. And he does it on his own free will. He was 5 when he became a hero. The others became heroes when they were like it was like what was it? I lost my train of thought. The others became heroes when they were like 12, 13. He became a hero when he was 5. He has the most experience out of all the other teams. There is only one person that may be able to match his. That may be able to match his experience. But even though they have this ability, it still wouldn't matter to match up to his experience. And this person is next. Actually, no, this person is. Actually. No, this was actually someone I've already said. Lena. She can learn things on a dime. She can learn new things almost immediately. Her learning ability is on point. And that would. It wouldn't matter because Jason's still been doing it longer, but Lena is very close because she just learns things on a dime. Just learn things almost immediately. Now, the next one I'm about to say is the most powerful person in the entirety of the Convergence. We've been through 5. Here comes the next. Here comes this next 5. This is number 6. And she is the most powerful being in the entirety of the Convergence. Sarah Palmer. Now, Sarah, she's a master of the mystic arts. She's basically my version of Doctor Strange. She's magic. Her magic is her weapon. Just like Nathan, just like with Nathan, his suit is his weapon. Her magic is her weapon. She can basically almost do anything. She can conjure elements from the air. She can conjure weapons. She can. Okay, actually, no, she cannot do anything. She can't control time, or space, or reality, or anything like that. She cannot control the aspects of energy, or time, or anything like that. She is still a master of magic, but she cannot control those things, like mind or power probably. Mind or soul or anything like that. She can read minds, but she can't control minds. Her magic makes her more powerful than James. And James is the second strongest. I'll give you a full list of who's the strongest to the weakest. And after this video is finished. Sarah, her magic is near. She's not infinite. Her power isn't infinite. But she still can go toe to toe with some strong magic users. Like she's going to in the book. She can conjure shields, weapons. She can fire elements out of her hands. She can levitate. She can read minds, like I said. Her magic is just crazy. I haven't even stated some of the more interesting things she can do. She can turn invisible, but only for a limited time. Whereas Amy can do it for, if she wanted to, she could just keep it going. If Amy wanted to, she could just keep up her natural stealthiness for as long as she freaking wants, thanks to her endurance and stamina. Sarah is by far the strongest person. Hang on. Shouldn't have done this. Hang on, guys. I just did a boo-boo. No, not with the characters. I just did a boo-boo with one of the other things. Yeah. Okay. So that was Sarah. Let's keep going. I like this guy. He, out of all the characters I have, he is my fourth favorite. After James, Nathan, and Lena. In that order. James, Nathan, Lena, and then this guy. Jack Fleet. Hero names. Archmage. That is her hero name. The Archmage. Not the Archmage, Archmage. Berserker, Phantom Hunter, Steel Centurion. Lena is Quick Strike. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm just going to say the hero names to begin with from now on. This guy's name is Hyperbolt. The word bolt might give you an indication on what his powers are. He has full control over the element of lightning and thunder, but he's not god level in his abilities. He's not like Thor. He just controls lightning on a impressive. I mean, Thor himself would be impressed on how much he can control lightning. I mean, he's impressed with Storm from X-Men, but yeah, Thor himself would be impressed on how powerful this guy is with his lightning. But his lightning isn't the only thing he can do. Because of his lightning, he is extremely fast. But not as fast as Lena. But he's fast for another reason. He doesn't run fast. He flies fast. Yeah. He's the second fastest when he's flying. When he's running, he's not fast at all. He can fly faster than Nathan. And this guy can go supersonic. Yeah, he is faster than Nathan. He is incredibly fast. And the thing that makes him even faster, still not as fast as Lena, is he can teleport. Not instantly, not like Nightcrawler teleportation, where he just appears one place and appears the other in a different place. He can teleport over a distance by turning his body into pure electricity. He can just go. See how that took a little bit of time? Where Lena, if she wanted to get from A to B, would just go. Okay, you know what? Race time. Just for a second. Lena versus Jack. 100-foot dash. Let's go. You didn't see anything happen, did you? Again, you did not see anything happen. They're too fast for our human eyes to comprehend. Slow down. Lena would reach the finish line first. That's all I'm saying. That was a terrible thing to. Yeah, but his teleportation is not immediate. He can still teleport, but not immediately. Yeah, he can conjure storms. He can make it storm with just by thinking it. But his power is only to destroy. The only reason the next Elementist on my team is more powerful than him is because he only knows how to destroy. His power is only good for destroying. Well, not good for, but it's only destruction. While the next person is destruction and creation. Hyperbolt. The next person is Thalia Parker. Tempest. Her abilities as she can control ice and snow and yeah. She's basically my version of Elsa. Thalia Parker can control snow and ice. Like I said, while lightning is used mainly for destruction, ice can be used to destroy or create. There was something about Jack that I forgot to mention. Oh yeah. Even though he does control lightning, he still uses a weapon to like conduct it and stuff. He uses a spear with the point of a special, very conductive metal. 1 second, guys. What is the most conduct? What is the most conductive metal on the periodic table? Huh. That was not what I was expecting. His spear has a head of the most conductive metal on the periodic table, which is silver. His spear has a head of silver, meaning if this guy was to throw his spear at James, it would hurt. Because, as we all know, werewolves are weak to silver. Yeah. Jack's spear is covered in has a head of silver. It would hurt but it wouldn't kill him. The silver on Jack's spear would not kill James because he's different than normal werewolves. Like how the werewolves who are most effective by silver are the ones who transform only at a full moon. Creatures that can either transform werewolves that can either transform on will or when they get angry are not as affected by silver as the werewolves who are transformed under the moon. It would hurt James, but not completely. It will not kill him. Well, it would kill him if it got him in the heart or the brain, but you know what I mean. It would not kill him if he hit him like in the stomach area. It would hurt like heck. I mean, it would hurt by getting hit by a spear in any of those places anyway. But it would not. If a normal werewolf was hit in this chest by a silver spear, it would kill him. But if it was just hit like here with a silver spear, it would not kill him, but it would hurt extremely. Yeah. Thalia's weapon is dual daggers. Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you Lena's weapon. She has a dual weapon as well. She wields dual sickles, like those curved blades, and what was it, like this Japanese weapon called a kusumi? No, wait, no, she didn't. I almost gave her that, but I decided against it. Yeah. She has dual sickles. I almost gave her a Japanese weapon, which I cannot pronounce the name of, but I decided against it because it was a two-handed weapon, not a one-handed, and I wanted her to dual wield. Thalia has dual daggers. Which has these like stones in the guard area. Like, give me a second. I have a dagger around here somewhere. Gotcha. Yeah. Dagger. This is basically the length of her daggers. And they have a stone in this portion of the dagger's like guard and hilt and all that. The blade. Okay, if you play Mortal Kombat 11 and you know Scarlet, actually I think it's more than just just in Mortal Kombat 11, but with her blood magic, she can make her daggers longer with using her blood magic. It's same is said for Thalia, who can use her ice, the stone in her ice, to contract the ice and just elongate her blades. And she can, like, when she swings, she can use her abilities to, like, make the ice splinter out into, like, very sharp dagger, very sharp spines. Just continuously blast, hit their opponents, like kind of like machine gun bullets, in a way. And yes, this is a fake dagger, in case anybody was wondering. I don't have an actual dagger in my room. It'd be stupid. I mean, me with a dagger? Really? Ugh. Yeah. That's Thalia. Control ice. Yeah. Tempest. Jewel daggers. Hey. 3 characters left. Ah. Fredrick Rogers. Also known as Barrier. Fredrick Rogers is basically um he can hit. Wait, he can be hit. There we go. He can be hit by James, and it barely would affect him. He's near invincible. Huh. Fredrick Rogers' Barrier can take hits. He's basically the team's tank. He can take hits. He can take very powerful hits and keep on fighting. His other powers include, and you can laugh at this, he can smell incredibly strong. His nose is better than our noses. It's on par with a bloodhound. I know it's not the funnest. It's not like super sight or super hearing or super sense like touch, but at least it's not super taste. Because that'd be stupid. Yeah, his nose is pretty good. Uh, Obviously resists the melee damage. Oh yeah, and he can actually breathe underwater without any special ability. He has super incredibly fast swimming, and yeah, he can breathe underwater without any kind of contraption or anything. Nathan can breathe underwater when he activates like the scuba mask. Oh yeah, Nathan can survive. Thanks to his suit, Nathan can go to space, underwater, walk through fire because his suit is fireproof, and yeah, Fredrick is yeah, that's his powers. His weapon is a shield and a war axe. Like, he has the one-handed war axe and just a big shield, just to make his defense up even further. His defense is on par with anything. Okay, that's Fredrick. Okay, we've gone through James. We've done James, Amy, Nathan, Lena, Jason, Sarah, Jack, Thalia, and Fredrick. Time for the last person of the Convergence. But I have one more character after this, and he's the enemy. He's the big bad of the book that I'm going to write. And this girl's name is Claire Robinson, otherwise known as Primal Shifter, since I cannot think of a better name for her. Her name is Primal Shifter. And you're asking yourself, why Primal? She can shapeshift. But why am I saying Primal Shifter? It's because she can only transform into prehistoric creatures, such as a saber-toothed tiger or a velociraptor, or so on and so forth. But the drawback with her is the bigger the creature she transforms, is the less time she can stay transformed. If she had Amy's endurance and stamina, then she could keep up her transformations for as long as she wants, no matter how big. But because she doesn't have Amy's endurance and stamina, is the only reason she cannot stay big for long. Like, say, if she transforms into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, she can only stay in that form for a limited time. When it's something like a Velociraptor or a saber-toothed tiger, she can keep it up for quite a bit. Because they're not exactly the same size, but they're relatively the same size as a normal person. A Velociraptor isn't. Actually, a Velociraptor is smaller and a saber-toothed tiger is bigger. They're close to the same size as a human. But the bigger the creature, the less time she has to stay transformed. But even though, that still makes her a powerful adversary, powerful member to the team. The reason I said adversary, almost, is because the reason she can't stay transformed for long is because it's a combination of mass and weight. The bigger she gets, the more stamina she'll develop. The smaller she gets, the less stamina you need to use up. Bigger creatures need to use more stamina than smaller ones because of their size and because of their mass and weight. Like, say, if she transformed into a Brachiosaurus, she could not move that fast, like, at all. But if she transformed into, like, a Velociraptor, she could go as fast as she freaking wants. And because of this, she can also fly and swim. She can, like, turn into creatures that can, like, survive in the water and in the air. She can turn, like, into a Pterodon or a Mosasaurus or something. But the bigger the creature, the less time she has transformed. Because she needs to use... Because the bigger the creature, the more stamina they use up. And she only has a limited amount of stamina to begin with. She has, no matter what she transforms into, she has human level stamina. Like, a fit human level stamina. Like, full on. Like, she has perfect stamina for a normal human. She has the best stamina a human can possibly get. But no matter what she transforms into, she has the same stamina in any transformation. That still allows her to stay transformed for a bit good time, but not forever. There is no creature that she can transform into that she can stay in that form forever, other than reverting to her normal form, normal human form. Yeah, that's Claire. Now it's time to get onto the villain. Overlord. I know, real original. The Overlord is the bad guy. And the reason I almost said adversary for Claire is because Claire, Fredrick, and Thalia don't start off as heroes in the Convergence. They start off as minions to the Overlord. But when they learn about the Overlord's true intentions, he said he wants to save the world. What he actually wants to do is control it. When they find out about his true intentions, that's when they join the Convergence. Yeah. Yeah. Overlord. Remember the things that I said that Sarah cannot control? Time, space, reality. Yeah, he can. He actually doesn't exist in natural taste and spine. Taste and spine. Taste and spine. He doesn't exist in taste and spine. Space and time. He doesn't. He actually doesn't even exist in a dimension. Okay, why the Convergence comes together is because each and every one of those characters is from a different universe in the multiverse. Like, has anyone seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? It's kind of pretty similar to that. And Overlord has actually conquered every world but those 10. And he's actually fused those 10 worlds into one. Because he thought to himself, even if he had conquered every world in the universe, because he's seen these other 10, none of those worlds would have anything he wouldn't have the perfect world for himself. So he decides to create his own world in his image. But doesn't go his way. Obviously. Because there will always be resistance. AKA the Convergence. Overlord wants to control the universe. The Convergence is there to stop him. And they do. Spoiler alert to the end of the book. But come on. It's not really much of a spoiler when everybody knows that good will always prevail against evil. Good will always defeat evil. But that is my characters in the Convergence. Recap. James, the Berserker. Amy. James Jackson, the Berserker. Amy Myers, Phantom Hunter. Nathan Jones, Steel Centurion. Lena Oxford, Quick Strike. Jason Thomas, Weapon Master. Thalia Parker, Archmage. Jack Fleet, Hyperbolt. Thalia Parker, Tempest. Fredrick Rogers, Barrier. Claire Robinson, Primal Shifter. James's Beast Form, Darkclaw. Amy's Vampiric Form, Bloodwing. And the Overlord. Those are the Convergence. Except for Overlord. He doesn't count. He's the villain. Okay. And as I promised, from strongest to weakest in this order is Sarah Palmer, James Jackson, Nathan Jones, Claire Robinson, Thalia Parker, Jack Fleet, Fredrick Rogers, Amy Myers. Wait, no. Lena Oxford, Amy Myers. Jason Thomas. If I was to add the other, technically these two technically count as characters. James and Darkclaw and Bloodwing. So if I was to put them into perspective, Darkclaw would be more powerful than James, but less powerful than Sarah. And Bloodwing would be more powerful than Thalia, but less powerful than Claire. And Overlord is, well, number one, because all of the others will need to band together to defeat him. That's the Convergence. James Jackson, the Berserker, Brawler. Amy Myers, Phantom Hunter, Infiltrator. Nathan Jones, Steel Centurion, Tech Expert. Lena Oxford, Quick Strike, Speed Fighter, and what's it called? Not Field Operative. Strategist, that's right. Jason Thomas, Weapon Master, Leader and Weapons Expert. Sarah Palmer, Archmage, Magic Expert. Jack Fleet, Hyperbolt, Blaster. Nathan Jones is also a blaster, but he's more of the Thalia Parker. Yeah, Thalia Parker. Tempest. Protector. Fredrick Rogers. Barrier. Tank. Claire Robinson. Primal Shifter. Multi-purpose. Because she could be a tank, a brawler, a speed fighter, and a lot of the above. A protector, and just, yeah. She could be the lot. But not tech expert, magic expert, or anything like that. Or strategist. Well, maybe strategist, which is a Velociraptor, but yeah. Darklaw. Brawler as well. Bloodwing. Infiltrator. Kind of. Overlord doesn't have a role because he's not in the Convergence. Bugger you, Overlord. You're evil. And you will never, ever win. The Convergence is gonna kick your butt. Yeah. But that's the Convergence. If you guys want me to do a full episode on just one character and to do all their backstory, their intentions, their fears, their strengths, let me know down in the comments. Or, yeah, let me know down in the comments which one you guys want me to do first. There is 10 members. Or you could want me to do Overlord as well. You could if you want me to do Overlord, yeah, let me know down in the comments. Darklaw and Bloodwing, they will be done in the James and Amy episodes. Yeah. Let me know down in the comments which one you guys want me to do first. And I shall do that. Yeah. So, again, as always, thank you guys for joining me on this episode. Thanks for hearing about my guys. Let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. And until next time, as always, Dovahking out with a full throat.